Hello friends, this is Jay Madhav, your friend in digital marketing, all things digital marketing. There's a pendulum that swings back and forth in the field of internet marketing that I've been in for 13 years now. And years ago we used to have to explain what digital marketing was to businesses so that they could conceptually understand what it is, and then furthermore sell them on why they need it, and then thirdly, sell them on why they should use my services, or at that time I was with an agency, a couple of agencies, so why they should use that agency's services. Now we're a little bit past the first two processes, the first two steps, but not fully to the extent that you may think. So a lot of businesses still do ask me, do I need to do internet marketing, and if so, why? And I'll tell you what, if you're not doing it for the majority of businesses, there's some where it's not applicable, but the majority it is, your competitors are doing it and they're out earning you because of it. Now, unfortunately over the years, there have been a lot of poor SEO characters in the field who are either individuals who say they know SEO and do not, or there are agencies that say they have capability and they do not. And this goes for SEM and pay-per-click as well. Agencies in particular will charge you a very high fee, generally $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Understand this, they're putting in probably a junior level individual. Well, keep in mind I've worked for 3 agencies, so I know this intimately. They are employing a junior level individual who has 1 year post-college experience doing this work at a rudimentary level, looking at your campaign, if you're lucky, 15 times a week. And they charge a 50 to 100% margin on their services. So when you pay them $5,000 a month to do the work, they're doing $1,000 worth of work for labor time on that person and putting $4,000 into the bank. I don't think that's a good and fair process. When you hire an individual like me or any other individual, you will get a lower margin and a lower cost because of it usually. But the other problem you run into is you get a 25-year-old who has 2 years of experience who's willing to accept $25 an hour, who also does not know the field of SEO and SEM. I bring a science and an art to the field, but then again I have the benefit of being 48 years old and having 13 years in this field. I do this work every day, and I look at analytics and data in this field every single day. So I'm knee deep in it. I'm invested. You don't get me for $25 an hour, but you do get what you pay for. And you might pay more for an individual like myself, but you're almost always guaranteed to get better results, meaning a higher return on your investment at reduced cost per click and reduced customer acquisition costs. This is a very, very important point I want to make, because I get approached by businesses that I think candidly, I'm not going to use the word cheap here, although I just did, but I get approached by businesses who candidly cannot afford to be in the field of internet marketing. They want to pay me $2,000 a month to do their internet marketing. It doesn't work. I haven't earned that kind of money for 25 years. So if you can't only afford that, you cannot afford to have someone at my caliber, quite candidly. And moreover, even someone junior to me at a lower price point, you probably can't afford them. So in other words, you cannot afford at that level of expense to be in the field of digital marketing. You need to find alternate, possibly more creative and more cost-effective medium for marketing for you, and internet marketing is not one of them. So I want that point to be very clear. Like most things in life, you get what you pay for, and what you pay for should yield results in a return several times over. Would you rather pay $5,000 a month for someone to do the work who generates you $5 million in additional gross receipts that year, or would you rather pay $1,000 a month for someone that generates $10,000 of additional business for you? That's the question you should be asking yourself. If you cannot afford the higher figure, I'm purposely being very blunt about this, you cannot afford to be in the field of internet marketing. That's just the truth.